Research focusing on parenting in Indonesian context is limited. Although there are extensive studies regarding parenting and its implication for child development in Western cultures. Indonesia is one of the most heavily populated and culturally diverse countries in the world. With more than 200 ethnicities represented, cultural values are likely to influence parenting in Indonesia. Therefore, child development is needed to understand the ways in which Indonesian traditional cultural values influence parenting style. The small amount of literature regarding parenting, specifically in Indonesian culture, are overviewed as the key outcome to better understand how cultural values influence parenting in Indonesia, and in turn how these influence child outcomes, particularly on recognition of some cultural change. It has been suggested that two different parenting styles are typically found among traditional Indonesian society. Mulder, an anthropologist, stated that Indonesian fathers adopt an authoritarian parenting style to control children's behavior, while a permissive style is adopted by mothers to provide affection. Thus, these have been replaced by Gen Z couple to adopt a secular parenting whenever they want to build their own families in today's era. Good morning. My name is Titania, and I will deliver the issue of secular parenting, applying Western culture to nurturing Gen Z. What is secular exactly? Secular can be interpreted with various definitions. There is one meaning, that religion are a private matter that are not managed by the state, and do not become the basis of implementation for various public affairs. Personally, secular means that religion is not the center of thought or action in life. But how do secular people educate their children? The most important principle is that one's motivation to do good deeds is not to please God or expect a reward from heaven. We do good acts for ourselves. And by doing good acts, we spread the benefits of being human, making ourselves good citizens of society. Let me ask your opinion. What if one day you were walking down the street and saw an old lady that was struggling to cross the road? What would you do? Would you help her? Or would you just leave her be? You would definitely help her, right? We don't really think first before we help other people, am I right? And that is what we call as spreading the benefits of being human. In secularism, children are not taught to obey, but they are taught to be worthy. An action is made not out of fear or reluctance to one's parents who teach it, but it is made because it has to be made. Parents are not the center. They could be wrong. Children can criticize their parents if they are wrong. And parents, they need to accept criticism and make adjustments. Criticizing our parents is not a sin. We criticize them so that they can improve in the future. Just like how they criticize us so that we can improve in the following time, we criticize them so that they can do the same. And I think that it is only fair that both parts correct each other if they make a mistake. religion is not the center of life for secular people. We see other people around us as being equal with each other. Their rights are respected. A person is not treated differently because he or she is not of the same religion as us. We must not interfere with the religious beliefs of others, and we must make sure that our religious practices do not disturb others. Here is my personal experience regarding this matter. I am now in a class that consists of 36 students, with 30 as the Muslims, 4 as the Christians, and 2 as the Catholics. Even with all these differences, we always make sure that no person is left behind. And now, here are 3 factual values that are needed to uphold secular parenting. The first one is the principle of secularism is that social interaction is made based on the principle of a shared living space, placing common interests at the highest spot, not by making values or rules of a religion as the basis. The second one is secularism teaches children that other people around them have different faiths, and every choice of faith must be respected. We worship, but we need to make sure that our religious practices do not disturb others. Moreover, we must not interfere with the religious practices of others. And we also cannot control other people based on the choice of faith we have. The third one is secularism educates children with the principle of we do good deeds because we need to. We don't steal because we want a theft-free social system. We make traffic regulations so that we can be safe. You don't need to learn of being admitted to heaven to do good. According to Medium.com, secularism will allow other people to act according to their beliefs without feeling the burden of fear being discriminated by the society. And it also teaches us that differences are good, and it is not a crime for being different. By far, we can conclude that secular parenting will definitely help young generation to tolerate others even more, so that we can live in harmony regardless of our race, religion, and ethnicity. And it's just as stated by Harold Lee. The most important work you will ever do is within the walls of your own home. Thank you for listening and have a wonderful day.